it.
Oh, really? Simple as that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Any old item?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which house are you stood atop?
The one I'm stood on.
Oh, okay. I see you.
Hey, you
Hey.
look very
Nice-
similar to me.
Nice
You
hoodie there.
go to the same shop as me, do you?
Yeah, it must be.
Oh, these all for me, are they?
Well, this is the stream weekend box.
Yeah. Do I get to keep it, do I?
Well, you gotta pass it on.
Oh, boo. Boring. Nice.
You know, I may not got a blue axolotl, but
You got blue axolotl head, yeah. There might be a slight issue with the pack that only gives blue axolotl heads, but I will fix it one day.
no, I have the other ones too. Those
really?
you get them from killing the babies.
Oh, really? Okay. All right. Oof. Well, you shouldn't kill babies, should you? Jeez.
I'm not talking about it. I'm
Wow.
out of here.
Wow. You wouldn't catch me killing babies. I've never killed an axolotl ever in my whole life. I'm a good
Yeah,
boy. I
well,
am.
you know, just a good old farmer got to thin the herd, and the non-breedables got to go.
You didn't name. Oh, did you name the other one that's in there? Did you?
Which one?
The one
The
out
dolphin?
of 12,000. Oh, did you put the dolphin in? Did you?
No, I did the axolotl head, the 1 in 1,200 shiny odds.
Okay, so this other one's just a spare, is it? Did you want it back?
No, you can have it. I have like 15.
Thank you. Oh, it doesn't quite fit. I must have a big head. My ears are poking
Here's what
at
they
the
look
top.
like on me.
Oof. Nice.
My crown
Lovely.
of fire.
Yeah. No wonder they're all dying. Jeez. Go away, shoo.
Yeah, that's probably for me.
Probably. I don't know. I haven't slept in a while. I've been very busy. Very, very busy. And I've been on for many. But yeah, I've been busy. So, yeah.
All right, Foxy. Well, enjoy your stream.
Yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Have a lovely whatever it is you're doing for the rest of your day. I'll see you soon.
Thanks. Yes, sir.
I best say hello to my peeps, really, hadn't I? Oh, well, I think I'll wait for your wave to come through, and then I'll do all of my hellos and
Yep,
things.
I'm gonna click over and send them over now. Let's go raid Foxy, shall we?
Woohoo! Free raid! Yay!
Is it all?
And a cup of tea as well.
There's no caps, is there?
Caps? No. All that's lowercase. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then
'Cause I'm cool.
73 your way.
Whoop whoop. Looking
Bye-bye,
forward to
everybody.
it. See you later, bud. Bye.
There we go. Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, well, peeps, welcome to... Hang on a minute. I'll just wait 1 second while everybody settles in. Thank you very much for coming through from the raid, and welcome to another Truly Bedrock stream weekend with me, FoxyNoTail, here, live. Oh my goodness me, stream lady. Doing my intro, mate. Wow. Rude. Anyway, welcome, newbies, and welcome people from Zap Stream. I hope Zap had a good stream. I only managed to catch the very end of it. I've had a busy weekend myself, and as you can see, I'm rocking another one of the JCB style glow squid hoodies from the JCB shop. Very much appreciated. If only she didn't charge me quite so much money for it. But, you know, it's still good. Still good. Right, I need to do a few things.
Just subscribed for 2 months.
Interestingly enough, DB, who was first on today's stream list that started at 12 and finished at 2, is still in stream chat for his crossover with Zap. I think he may have fallen asleep. I don't need Discord open right now, so I'm going to get rid of that. And I'm going to have a look because we've had a few subscribers already. We've got Milsney resubscribing for 17 months. Lando Skin there resubscribing for 21 months at tier 2, which is ridiculous. Saying, finally been able to catch a stream. Well, thank you. And now... Bob Reen, 73, has resubscribed with Amazon Prime for 2 months. So thank you very, very much. All of you amazing subscribers doing extra good subscribey things. Today, you'll never guess what we're going to do, peeps. You'll never guess what we're going to do. If anyone can guess what we're going to do in the chat, I'll go, wow, well done, you guessed it. What do you think it could be? I don't want to really put this axolotl head down as an ornament, you know. I promise, I genuinely haven't killed, I don't think, any axolotls. So you won't see any axolotl heads on my shelf of glory. But now I've got one and I feel awful. But I didn't kill it, so it's from Zap, so it's okay. Right, we need to put this box down somewhere safe so that we don't, lose that during today's shenanigans, because we're going to be doing rather dangerous things. Many dangerous things. Which means we're going to need to get out both our chest plate and many diamonds. Look at all of the shiny things I've got. Speaking of shiny things. My goodness me, Stream Lady, am I here all again?
Hey, look, someone just subscribed for 2 months in a row. Look.
That's rude. That big chicken's
Blue
at it.
Shigatsu just subscribed for 2 months.
I
Well, that
know.
went fast.
I know. I see it. Shush. Jeez. Extreme Game DNA resubscribing with Amazon Prime for 4 months, saying Happy Father's Day, Foxy. I'm a baby with a sub club. Amazing. And then Blue Shigatsu subscribing, and it's just gone. It's moved. I can't see it.
Cheered.
For
200.
Shut up. 2 months, and then I'll just.
Someone just subscribed
point
for
at that.
2 months
There's no
in a
point at
row.
all.
Look.
Jeez.
Aged New Gamer just subscribed for 2 months. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you.
Juliana22 cheered. 100. Happy Father's Day, Foxy.
I feel quite ungrateful for all of you. I'm absolutely not. I'm really grateful, but I can't get a word in edgeways when Stream Lady just starts talking like that.
Hang
And,
on,
she's going to go again now.
Count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gifted subs. Thank you.
I'll just wait. Ooh.
GM Renched just gifted 5 subs.
Okay. Amazing. I'll go through them all in a minute once it's calmed down. We were on a hype train by the looks of it
100.
as well, so get your bits in quick. If you want to see that hype train, go to level 5. Not that I condone such behaviour. No. Definitely not. Don't use the hype train. No. Don't go to work. Go to work. Am I allowed a word in edgeways now? No. Nope, I'm not. Jeez.
Blue Shigatsu cheered. 145. Woo hype.
What about now? Do I dare speak? Right. Quickly, very quickly go through the subs. Landers King, 21 months. Extreme Game DNA 4. Blue Shigatsu 2, saying, well, that went fast. Aged New Gamer, 2 months with Amazon Scribe, saying good morning.
Milnsey just gave Milnsey a subscription.
GM with 5. To Insaners, Distracted by the Shiny Alex Star, adding more recent. Julia May.
Landosking
Many
just
bits.
gave Landosking a subscription.
Milsey gifted to Ranch. Landisking gifted to Clover. Distracted saying, oops, I dropped something. Gee whiz. Wow, many noises. Right, today, peeps. I don't know if anyone guessed it or not because the chat has just gone like that and I can't see what's happened. Now someone wants me to do 10 squats.
13 cheered.
Jeez.
200. Oops. I dropped something.
I'll do it in a minute, okay? I'll do it in a minute. What we're doing today involves me requiring looting 3, and I thought, oh good, for the first 20 minutes or so we can have fun getting the wrong trades on the crafting table, on the enchantment table, sorry, and there we go, I got it straight away. It is only looting 3 though, which is not good enough, so we are going to have to get another sword with my many diamonds and make another one, because obviously I want unbreaking on it as well, and ideally mending, which means we're going to have to speak to Idiot A and Idiot B around the corner and see if we can get some of those.
Just gave GM Renched a subscription.
I'll just take that one. That one will do. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. GM, they're dropping another sub gift there to Tej. Thank you very much, GM. I think I'll take that. I mean, it's not sharpness 5. Really, for what we're doing today, I could do with smite 5. So what I'm now going to do is take the sword I originally got, which I was like, I can't believe we got that first time, and grind it down to its bare bones and do it again till we get smite. Yeah, not Bane of Arthropods, mate. I want smite. In fact, I may already have. No, I don't. Yeah, many bad... I got a sword I can grind down a bit, though. Yeah, many bad things happened to my other sword when I died. I may have died again today, actually. Twice. I've been blown up by creepers, which is ridiculous because I got full diamond armor on, which is crazy. So that's not good. Nice, though. Decent sword already, says Blue. Yes, indeed. Many... Oh, my God. Really? Bane of Arthropods again? You want Bane of Arthropods, mate? I don't. Absolutely not. And Ah, there we go. That's what I want, but I want Smite 5 and Unbreaking. So if we merge both of those, I still need one more Smite. Still need one more Smite 4, and then we're good to go. Nope. My goodness me, this is probably the world's most boringest thing I ever have to do. I know I haven't got enough levels, but fortunately for me, I have been feeding my very own chest monster, Furnace God Thing Array. Hey Foxy, what's your favourite biomes? The Space Dorito. My favourite biome... Can I say caves? Can I say lush caves or mountains? Or... Yeah, that's it. Can I say those? Can I have those as my favourite biomes? Is that... I know what you're doing, because obviously you're doing fan art, and I've been looking at it, and it's amazing. Oh my goodness me, really, again. So I don't want it to be too tricky for you. I always used to like building in plains because it was I'll take that one, and that one will do fine. This is perfect. This is exactly what we need. That is probably the best sword enchantment I've ever had on an enchantment. I can't believe it's not butter, to be honest with you. What? The monkeys just happened there. That is exactly what I need. The only thing it doesn't have is mending, which we can get from Idiot A and Idiot B. My pair of universal morons. Come on, chaps. It's time to cough up. In fact, I might not even have to use Idiot B, because I've been, as you can see, I've done many minings. Oh, I need a few emeralds. And oh no, I don't. I've got enough. I just need a book. All I need is a book. One book. I got leather. I got sugarcane. I can make paper. I can do it without having to talk to that ruddy idiot. Brilliant. I can put all my sticks away now. This is good news. Put all your sticks away, mate. They're not required here. You do need your book, though. Sweet swords, says Pendant Sport. Indeed, many sweet swords. I will take that. Thank you very much, Idiot A. And I will go and use it wisely for many things. Well, not many things, actually. One thing. And then I'm going to call it Foxy's sword. And can you tell what we're going to be doing today with such an epic sword? Jeez, I wish you could clone swords. How good would that be? I would have many of this sword. It is now the most bestest sword I have ever had in the history of swords. In fact, I don't think anyone in the world has ever had a better sword than this. I'm confident of that fact. Right, we need to get rid of those and put that on. We need to put those in there where they're safe. We can put those in there as well. We don't need those right now. And we can hide those. We can stash those away somewhere out of the way. We don't need those. We're not going to need pickaxe. I like to take things like this with me just in case we get into a bit of a hot spot. We're not going to need those. Fighting the Wither, says Cloverlee. Well, I'm not planning on fighting the Wither, but I am planning on getting as many Wither skeleton skulls as possible today. Because as a result of collecting the world's supply of andesite, diorite, and granite, I am fed up of mining without haste. I have efficiency 5, which is great, but I have mined so many, that I'm fed up. So I want many beacons, and beacons never hurt anyone, right? Beacons never caused problems, did they? So I thought it'd be a good opportunity for us all to take some time to go and kill many withers and find many beacons. We got a level 4 hype train, peeps, in case you're interested. 14 sub gifts, which is ridiculous, and 745 bits, which is wonderful. So thank you very much for that. Thank you very much. I shall appreciate all of those lovely things and use it nicely for things. Fight the Wither, says Setting Bow. I don't have A, any Wither skeleton skulls, or B, well, I do have a brain. That's why I don't want to fight the Wither. I'm going to say right now, no, but not necessarily no in the future. Hey, look, dude, you don't stand a chance, my man. I have the bestest sword in the game and pretty decent set of armor here. You have nothing on me now, skeletons. The only thing that could possibly hurt me is being withered. Fortunately, we're not going anywhere. Oh, geez, we're gonna go. Oh man, I'm gonna be dead, aren't I? I'm gonna go this way as well. How about those squats, says Magister Mine? I thought you may have conveniently forgotten. Clearly not. I'll do them in a second. Let me go park my my little bottom down at the Wither skeleton home, the home of many wither skeletons. I'll go dig a hole, hide myself in it, and I shall do the squats as requested by your gracefulnesses that like me to do many squats. Right. Watch there be no wither skeletons around today. I need a hole in the wall, mate. Oh. Slight problem with that one. We shall adorn down here. This is
GM
perfect. Exactly the type of hole we need. Gonna eat just in case. And now, wow, GM, gee whiz, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm going to do 10 squats. One moment, please, peeps. Jeez. Oh, and why have we got face palms on? Haven't done anything wrong. Get rid of those. Okay. You ready? There we go. One. Oh. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Shh. Sorry, Nelly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come lay down. You're all right. Come on. Okay. Come on then. That's it. It won't fall over again. Good girl. Now on your bed. Nelly. Come on your bed. Come on, good girl. That's it. Good girl. Now, look what you did. I did squats and Nelly nearly died. Wow. Maribel Jade says, when you said idiot A and B, I thought you were talking about Slack and my shop. I didn't even know you had a shop.
Cheered. 203.
So, no.
When you said A and B, I thought you were talking about Slack and his shop.
I know, Stream Lady. I know. I literally just said that myself. Why? Why do you do it? I've literally just read that out. You don't need to say it as well. Hello, young man. Oh. Who died? Well, I'm very sorry about that. It appears you were sliced into many pieces with the world's most bestest sword. Hello, oh dear, you didn't survive either. Right, how many? Right, we need to have a bet actually before we carry on. Jeez, I'm puffed out after doing that now, after all the furniture and everything. So let's hide in another box and let's do a prediction. We're going to start a prediction. We want to start a prediction. How many? How do I do a new one? Oh no. What's going on here? I don't want those ones. How many withered skulls will we get? 1? No, 0? 1? Can I not add more? Okay, we're going to do 0 to 10 then, and 10 plus. Wow, I didn't know it was only yes or no. Jeez. It's in Spawn right next to Dragon Egg, says Maribel Jade. I don't often. I know I live in Spawn, but I don't actually go very often because I've been underground. I've been underground for a very long time. The only time I don't live to be underground is when Slack makes me go and do things. So I'm afraid I haven't seen it. Also, I really want to try my best to avoid shopping as much as possible early on. Get all of the things I need to get as quickly as possible, and then go and spend all of the stuff that I'm going to gather on shopping. That's the plan, at least at the minute. Whether or not it'll work out or not, I don't know. You do have looting on your sword. Yes, that was the first thing we did this live stream, was to get a very, very, very nice sword. And now we're going to use it to slice many... Why is it? There we go. I was going to say, every time I've been here recently, it's swarming with wither skeletons and skeletons and blazes. We come today and there's no one around. Like they've all gone on holiday. Now, we could probably do to like almost make ourselves an area where we can see a lot of things. If I was to break down a lot of these walls so that we could see in between it, we could actually be able to visualize where the skeletons are a bit more. That might not be a bad idea. Foxy, your hoodie matches your shoes, says Space Dorito. I wouldn't have it any other way. I wouldn't have it any other way at all. If they don't... I said this to JCB. I said, look, if you do it and my shoes don't match my hoodie, I don't want it. And she said, okay, I'll do it. I'll just... Extra money, though. I said, that's fine. How much extra? She said, 10. So that's too many. She said, okay, 9.5 is a deal. And there you go. Now they match. So... You're aware. I didn't really do any of that. She charged me 10 anyway. There's nothing I can do about it. It was 10 or nothing. Techie says, hello there. So what's been going on stream weekend, peeps? Tell me. I need to know what's been happening. What do I need to know about? What shenanigans have gone on that I need to be aware of? Because normally things go down on stream weekends. And because I always tend to be quite busy at weekends, I generally tend to miss out on all of this stuff. And then I find out these things have happened. So come on, what's happened? What's happened? I need to know. Hiya, ladies and gents, and everyone else, says the Royal 180. Well, hello. Nixified says, well, you can see from the box that DB died again. See from the box? Oh, well, yeah, did it have DB's head in it, did it? I died again today, so I can't say anything about that. I got snucked up on by a creeper. Magical creeper. Appeared out of nowhere and went pop. Took me with him. Don't stand in my way while I'm mining stuff, Piglin. You're going to get got, mate. It was good. Build a creeper-only farm today, says Techie. Excellent. Good for you. Traz says, you know where there are a lot of special biomes in the TB world now? Little Boy told me that you should know more of that. How did you come up with the ideas for them? Was there a vote or something? Huh? I don't understand. I genuinely don't understand what you mean by your question. Can you be slightly less mysterious and explain what you mean so I'm not lost? Mitz says, hey Foxy. Hey Mitz. Welcome. Hope you're doing all right. First 86 Prelude says, anyone here been having trouble with enchanting? I've been creating a sword with everything I want and then put mending on it. It says too expensive. No, I mean, if you watch the beginning of this stream, I had very good times making fancy swords. And then I put mending on it and it wasn't too expensive at all. But, I mean, if you're combining things and they're high quality enchants, then, you know, it does get more expensive each time you combine things. And also, did you try putting it the other way around in the anvil? That often helps. How did you come up with the custom biomes on TB3, says Traz. I don't know what you're talking about, Traz. I can neither confirm nor deny any active involvement in said biomes. All I know, I was in the bank vault with other peeps on TB, and then poof, all of a sudden I wasn't there anymore, and I was all of a sudden in this world with these strange people that I know them all, but they're still strange. And that's it. That's all I know. If you want to know more about not what character FoxyNoTail says and how these biomes came about, I did go into it in quite a lot of detail in my last stream, my last TB stream, which is available on my second channel to watch as a VOD. So that information is out there if you do want it. But if you like me want to believe that it's all just part of the magic, then I won't say anything. Strange people are the best people to play with, says Mr. Killdead. I agree. I couldn't agree more. As a fellow strange person myself, how am I getting hit from behind? Extreme Game DNA says, I saw on Reddit that there was someone who was having an issue. They were putting Feather Falling 4 on netherite boots, but it said it was too expensive. No enchants on them. Huh. Pendant Ball says, genuinely is real biome. What? Very confused. Very confused. And why no withers? I mean, me and Slack have been around here so many times now, like billing about looking for netherwort, and are constantly plagued by wither skeletons, and today there's none. None at all. Where are they all hiding? What else is spawning? That's the thing, isn't it? What else is here making the withers not? Is it the... Oh, there we go. Look, there they all are, chilling out over here. Hey, guys. Anyone got any heads? No? I'll try and keep an inventory slot free, so we can see if we've collected any. Murphy's Law. That's what's happening, says Vexalta. Yeah, indeed. Isn't that just the case always? You start Minecraft world, all you need is a sheep to make a bed. No sheep. As soon as you made a bed, the sheep is literally standing on top of it, eating your bed sheets, and you're like, dude, where were you 20 minutes ago? Yep. Always the way. Extreme Game DNA says, maybe you should get a lot of buttons and spawn-proof the fortress. You see, what I don't want to do, Extreme Game DNA, is spawn-proof the fortress, because what I really want is things to spawn in it, so that, those things, so that I can get their heads, you see. If I spawn-proof the fortress, then I'm not going to get many heads, am I? I suppose what you could be saying there is spawn-proof the not structured spawn spots that the withers spawn in, but I have no reference for where they'll spawn here because there's no windows in this part of the fortress. So I don't know exactly where they're going to be. But yeah, it's not a bad idea, but there really isn't that much room for other things to be spawning. It's pretty much all wither skeleton type areas. Wow, not feeling very well here. We may well die in today's live stream, peeps. Just saying. Just saying. Not impossible. Don't they spawn more at Crossroads, says Extreme Game. Yeah, there's specific spots that they will spawn on, but without a reference point to know where those structure spawns are, it's very difficult to figure it out when you're just running about on your own. I mean, it's not impossible, but for a live stream, I just want to sort of have a bit of fun talking to you guys, running about a bit, risking my life, and just having a good time, really. So I'm not here to do technical work. We're here to just try and get a few wither skeleton skulls, you know. Should have brought milk, says Cloverleaf. But if I brought milk, Cloverleaf, then it wouldn't be dangerous enough, would it? It would be way too easy. Oh, jeez, now look what I've done. It'd be way too easy for me. I'd have 1 million skulls in about 10 seconds, and that'd just be boring. Wouldn't it? You could put 10,000 glass panes everywhere, says Traz. I could! But then I'd have to spend the entire live stream mining sand, because I don't have any sand. Don't forget, this server's only been running a week. I have hardly got anything. My resource pile is very small. Very small indeed. Oh, jeez. Apart from the many, many minings I've done. Oh, jeez. Well, I just want to break that block of lava there. There. No, not there. Inside it. Place it. There we go. Jeez. Stupid game. Royal One says, we all should... Oh, no. I believe we should all immediately stop growing up and just aspire to be like Foxy. Children, extremely talented, genius children. Are you calling me a child? Young man. How very dare you? I'll have you know I'm very grown up and mature and responsible and things and stuff sometimes when I want to be, when it's required. Doesn't mean I don't have a rather large inner child, but I mean most of the time I'm pretty good. A bit ish sometimes. It varies, to be honest. Yes, says Royal Sig. Wow. Oh, the Royal One, sorry. So many royal people in my chat, I can't keep up with them. It's like the Crown all over again. There's a post office in Space Dorito. Nonsense. Nonsense. I won't believe it. That's like saying to me, oh, there's nether biomes in the overworld. Nonsense. Nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Post office, my rear end, mate. Go in the hole. Go in the hole. That's it. Good, lava. Excellent. You did good going in the hole. Well done. Says the man who tried to give an evoker something or other for waving. We can't say that word in Britain. That's a very rude word. It's not a very rude word, but it's quite a rude word. Yes. I won't read that one out because it's quite a rude word. Not one for the children's ears, really. Come on, wither skeletons. Where are you all hiding? So who's gone round here with torches as well, lighting the place up? People that don't want loads of withers spawning when they're trying to explore. Yes, idiots, morons. Yes, 100%. I know the type. I still think they should build the post office in your base this season, says Space Ridge. Well, they'll struggle. They will struggle. If they can find my base, they're going to be doing a lot better job than I am, because I have no idea where it is. I have not been given a base location, and I have not claimed one. So to build anything there would be quite the feat of engineering. A miracle, some might say. The Royal 180 says, that's exactly what I meant. Extremely talented genius children in denial. Hands up in the chat if you think I'm an extremely talented genius child in denial. Wow. I've been called some names before, peeps, but that's the first time that's come up. Blue Cat, the Han the Great Inventor, Pendant Spore, many of you think I'm a child in denial. Great. I don't live anywhere near Egypt, mate. Hey, I got one! Hurrah! We are on the leaderboard, peeps. We are on the leaderboard. This is good news. Mitz, Petrius, but I won as well, says Blue Cat. I'm not asking for sympathy. I'm just asking if you agree. You don't have to be like, oh, don't worry, we're all idiots as well. I know, mate. You know, you would. No one in their right mind is going to be sat here watching a FoxyNoTail live stream, are they? You've all got to be having a little bit of something wrong with you. Get rid of all of those. We'll keep the shiny stuff, keep the good stuff, and we'll get rid of literally everything else in the world. We'll keep one stack of those. They come in useful, don't they? We'll keep those on our hotbar, and we'll keep. No, actually, don't need to keep. We'll keep those on our hotbar as well. This is why we love your streams, says Pendant Spore. Because I'm a moron. I would put my hand up, but they covered it in oil, says Lofty. Who covered it in oil? What have you been doing? I agree with the genius part. I still laugh like a maniac that when my Mr. Barbecue Wonder Trainer asked me about Mr. Onion. Jeez. I'm glad I'm not on my own, peeps. I'm glad I'm not on my own. Holtonome says, I've been watching the whole thing since yesterday. Totally off my rocker, lol. Yeah, it must be. Must be. Stop being all on fire near me. It's very off-putting. I'm worried that you'll shoot me. Either shoot me or don't. Just don't stand there blazing at me going like, I might do. I might. It's like a wasp, isn't it? Flying around. You go, oh, I might go off in a minute. But just either do it or don't. Don't just buzz around me, like, pretending you're going to do it. Just, if you're going to be a wasp and burn me or sting me, then just do it. Get it out of the way, then I can deal with it. Can't hack not knowing if I'm going to be stung. I fixing my bike, Foxy, says Lofty. Oh, so not other people put oil on your hands, then you did. No, it was other people when I was fixing my bike. Happy Father's Day, says Gaelic Bread. Happy Father's Day to anyone else as well that you know, celebrates it. And on this particular day of the year, I know it's different in different places. And also to obviously all of those fathers out there, like myself. How can I be a child, right, if I'm a father? Work that one out. Not possible, mate. It's against the law. I've just seen what Blue Cat Eyes did. I didn't ignore that, Pickles, but Blue Cat, sorry, I've only just seen it. Okay, you can have the pickle face filter, jeez. Oh, hello, it's me, Mr. Pickle. Happy smiley pickle, doing happy smiley things. Sometimes. When I'm feeling happy. Oh, there's a man with yellow trousers on. Come here. Give me your trousers. Happy smiley pickle. Doing happy smiley things. Sometimes I'm smiling about being a pickle doing happy smiley pickle things. Happy smiley pickle. Doing happy smiley things. Doing happy smiley. Go away. Shoot. Get out. Go away. Be gone. Smiley pickle. Happy smiley pickle. Happy smiley smiley. Happy pickle pickle smiley happy. Space Dorito. Say, oh, speaking of which, I promised Jesse I put a pickle somewhere in the drawer in his revenge for abusing the god powers yesterday. Oh, pickle. Not a pickle for a moment, but a person that looks like a pickle with a very lovely smile. I have no idea what you're referring to, abuse of god powers. Jesse B killed my pet, and I used the only command I actually have access to without cheats enabled in order to explain to her via means of kicking her from the game that she did something extraordinarily awful and evil and something completely unforgivable, and I had no choice. There was no other way to demonstrate in a short space of time before she brutally murdered the entire family of Svens that you know, she was doing the wrong thing, and even after that she didn't listen. Now, the thing is, right, whenever Jessie B's got something to say, you know as well as I do that I 100% listen and I engage and I take it really seriously what she's got to say. But yesterday, Slack and I was another one screaming in the chat about what she was doing to our friends, Svens, the Svens families, and she completely ignored us. Completely. Do you see what I have to deal with Jessie B? And I always listen to her. Every time she's got something to say, no matter how big or small, I listen wholeheartedly with every ounce of my hearing. But, you know, and this is what she does to repay me. So, of course, I can show you right now that is literally the only command I have access to in the game. I have no other. The cheats are not enabled on this server, so even if I wanted to, I couldn't. I mean, if you want me to prove that to you, I will happily do so. To you know, to prove myself to you. But, you know, it's not good. Blame Jessie, says Blue Cat. Indeed. Yeah. Indeed. Bad Jessie, says Slack. Yep. You were there, Slack. You know. That's good coming from you, Foxy. You don't listen to Jessie B. Says Lofty. I just explained, Lofty, how I always listen to Jessie B. I don't understand where this you don't listen to Jessie B nonsense is coming from. Pretty sure she's justified, Foxy, says Space. I don't understand. I don't understand. You know, I work effortlessly. No, the other. I work hard to make sure Jessie B feels listened to and understood when she's going on about something that no one's really paying attention to. And this is my thanks. This is what I get in return. All of my favourite shulkers just wiped out in one live stream. You don't know what I have to put up with. You really don't understand. Me and Slack spent hours over in that end, making friends with them all and understanding them, learning their language, teaching them how to fish. You know? And she goes over there, not to dig wells, not to put up mosquito nets or anything like that, just to murder them all. Every single one of them. It's just not on. Royal 180 said, I said it was said by Possessed Pickle, so it must be true. Yep. There you go. Exactly. Oh, Pickle's gone. A shame. What a shame. Who's Jessie B? Said Sturmoil. I recall her telling about the big one and you didn't listen for a while, said Panda Baby. What? You can quite clearly hear me in the background saying, Jessie, say it louder. I can't hear you properly. Quick, say it. I 100% believe you. Watch that video back again. You'll hear it. You'll hear me begging her to tell us again. And she was like, no, I'm just not going to say it. Jessie, please. What's going to happen? I'm terrified. What happened to you with the piglins and things? And she just wouldn't. She wouldn't tell me. Begged her we did. And I'm the one that gets a bad reputation and a bad name for not listening. I don't understand. Talking of fishing, Foxy, have you fiddled with it again? Yes, always fiddling with the fishing, Lofty. I want it to be perfect. I want it to be perfect, so I will continue fiddling with it until it's 100% ready. What are we working on, by the way, says Gaelic Bread? We are working on getting as many wither skulls as possible. I've worked out that I need around about a stack in order to achieve the thing that I want to achieve, which is quite a lot. So I'm going to be busy, peeps. I'm going to be busy getting with the skeleton skulls. 3 is not enough. 30 is about halfway there. So I'm gonna, yeah, it's gonna, we could be a while here, peeps. Oh, we got another one. Hey, whoa, steady. I believe you, Foxy, says Archthunder. I'm glad somebody does at long last. Long last, somebody's hearing sense. Took me ages to get an enchanted rod, says Lofty. Don't you speak to me about fishing, Lofty. You've seen me fishing on Truly Bedrock in my video, I assume. I'm Mr. Beardstone, Mr. Expert Beardstone Fisherman. Gets all the books and good things, and there was me. I got fish and water bottles. It was ridiculous. Hello, everyone. I hope we're all good, says Pontin Plays. I'm good, Pontin. How are you doing? Now, it might be a sensible thing to actually... Oh, another one. That was good. To actually block up this area here, because this is potentially going to be spawning stuff in, whereas down there, I want them down there where I've got more access. So it might be a good idea to actually go and grab a whole bunch of stone. In fact, I can just put torches down, can't I? Because wither skeletons won't spawn in high light, will they? Probably a good idea to get rid of the pigmen as well, although that's a slightly more terrifying feat because they will do many damages to me. Not bad. Thank you, says Pontin. This is good news. I'm glad you're not bad. This is excellent. Now. Right, we're going to do it, peeps. We're going to take on the piglins. Oh, jeez. Why are they stronger than wither skeletons? Why do they take more hits? Because they're undead as well. I don't understand it. Something's not quite right here with this generation. Was you fishing in that polluted lake, says Traz? Yeah, the one Groover polluted, yes. Wither skeletons just go to pieces when you smack them, says Nixified. They do seem to, don't they? They do seem to. I don't know if it helps being in this Soul Sand Valley, you know. It might be worth, like, dropping a few torches around this area as here, because skeletons will spawn on it, and with it being a nether fortress, I don't know whether or not that will confuse the game into spawning wither skeletons. It might do, probably not. Groover guy says, wait, I didn't pollute it. It was already a dark mess. To be fair, Groover, as I said yesterday, it is right near Loy's base. And we know what Loy's like. I mean, I've just littered loads of stuff down there, but it's in the nether, so it doesn't count. But Loy just does that everywhere. He's constantly dumping his inventory in places. I just watched you put that helmet on. That's not happening. No. No. The Royal One says they have muscles still. What has muscles still? Ah! Oh! How come you didn't... You knew, but you... What? Ah! Many! 4 of them, I'll take it. This is excellent news. So now, all I need to do, hopefully... In fact, if I light up all of these side ones as well, so that nothing will spawn on these side ones, then all I have to do is run up and down this whole area, and hopefully if anything does spawn in the odd places, because I've... yeah, because I've lit lots of things up, we should be able to... I know what I mean. Words. Many words. Just light up everything that's not along that main road. Hey, peeps. No being fiery, please. Thank you. Whoa! Why? Why would you do that? Why step right in front of me as I'm about to chop? Idiot pigman. Right, I need more torches. Need wood. We didn't bring any wood with us. This was a bad idea. But yeah, effectively, if we light up all of those, and then all we've got to do is wander up and down here, and we'll get loads of them spawn. Look, there's loads down there now. But really, I wanna force them all onto that bit. Tag teaming you lol was waiting for backups, says Panda Babies. Yeah, it seems that way, doesn't it? Oh, many fire. Yeah, I definitely could do to go and get some more torches. So I think I'm going to head home now that I'm nearly dead. Grab a whole bunch of torches, come back, light the rest of this thing up, and then we'll force them all where we want them to spawn. Oh, jeez. I don't have a bow. Please, no shoot. No. No shooting. Oh. Ah! No. Whoa, dodged them. Isn't there a wood biome where you can chop trees, says Traz? Oh, can you make torches from nether wood? That's not a bad idea. Can you do that? I don't know if there is one nearby. I think there might be. I've probably got to go across this Soul Sand Valley to find it. Foxy, why have people been putting torches down here? Also, Foxy proceeds to put down many torches. Look, I was preparing the area so that it was ready. Oh, jeez. I'm always in trouble. Nixified says, I think the only thing you can't make from specifically netherwood is boats. Okay. Let's go grab some nether trees then. Let's do this. I have coal. I've got 52 coals. This is good news. I need to go in that direction. Ideally with... Oh, jeez, here we go. Here I go again on my own. Going down the only road. Look out. Ah, jeez. Many chop. Ah, oh. Slightly painful. Oh, there we go. I'd love a netherwood boat, said Blue Shigatsu. No, you wouldn't. No, don't tell lies. Secretly, you hate them and you don't want them and you think they should be banned from all existence. Even the very idea of them you think should be destroyed. Let's be honest. I'm going to leave those floating because I'm evil and nasty. No one will mind. Just if anyone asks, just tell them I haven't been here, okay? It wasn't Foxy, no, definitely not. It was Jessie B because she doesn't listen to him when he's talking about anything. People will believe you then. So, peeps, you've not fully answered my question on what's been going on stream day with other people. I need to know. Come on, chop chop. What else has been happening? Is that Enderman angry at me? Did he manage to set himself on fire and then get angry at me? Really? Why? Why have we always got to do this? Everyone knows Groover leaves floating trees, says Baron. We'll blame it on him then. This is a good idea. Yes, excellent. Good thinking. That's much better than blaming it on me. That seems like a bit of a waste. Well, someone mercilessly buried Jessie B during her stream. Bullied Jessie B during her stream. What? Who was that? Give me their name and number and I shall deal with them. Swiftly and effectively. Not having that. She's my friend, you know. Even though she doesn't listen to me. Even though she completely ignores me and brutally murders all of my friends that I spent hours and hours cultivating. I still consider her a very close friend. That's what good friends do, you know. They can look past other people's flaws in order to maintain friendshipness. Where's my music, by the way? Why is my music stopped? It's not. It's just very quiet. There it is. Made it louder. You're welcome. No, I didn't look at you in the face! Idiot. She even got kicked, says Blue Cat. You're kidding me. So Panda Baby says Silent made an arm farm and a village trading hall. Did he really? That's it. He's banned. We'll kick him as well when we see him. The others were mining and died a bit. What? I'm very lost with this conversation that's going on. Has someone got a violin, says Lofty. Who for? What? Who for? The music's too loud now. Groover says, I dumped my junk in your pond. People have been streaming and stuff. Yes. But, so, what else, though? There's got to be shenanigans. There's always shenanigans. You can't tell me we've had a TB stream weekend and nothing interesting or exciting has happened. I don't believe it. I refuse. Right, what are you... Speaking of dumping your junk in places that it's not welcome. There we go. Amazing. Good job. Nobody does shenanigans ever. Everybody's totally innocent and kind, says Blue Cat Eyes. Zap killed hundreds of axolotls. Yes, I witnessed the very tail end of that. That was horrific. Still, I have never, ever killed an axolotl. I can proudly say that. I can proudly say that. I have never. And I'm not even joking now. Genuinely, hand on heart. And all that. Shenanigans are for you and Slack, says Lofty. No. I know what the other people are like on this server. They're all just as crackers as we are. I'm sure they've all been doing crazy things. Right, we're gonna make ourselves some sticks now. Some sticky sticks. Oh, look, many torches. This is good news. Then we're going to start lighting up anything that's potentially spawnable by those Skither Wellingtons. It's already on fire, that bridge. Yes, but the fire will go out. My torches won't. Mitt says she did and got lots of cute axolotls. What? I've been drawing the whole thing. I'm drawing the whole time, and then many letters that make no sense. Haben did, apparently. This is good news, Space. Have you considered a new keyboard? Or is it just some sort of new code that the kids speak when they finish writing or talking? They just make random weird words up at the end of the sentences. Hey, how are you doing, Flimbinant? Oh, I'm very well, thank you. JC sang and it was beautiful, says Mitz. What was that when she finished singing? Was it like, oh, thank goodness for that? Was it one of those moments? Yeah, I know them well. That's what people do when I finish singing as well. She did. What? She's an amazing singer, says Polternome. She apparently is. I'm still yet to hear anything properly myself. I've seen a couple of her songs on her YouTube, but I feel there's more to it than that. We should definitely, next time it's stream day, instead of bullying Jessie B, should bully JCB into singing. This is a good idea. Stop. I'm still here, you know, says JCB. Yes. That's why you need to, that's what, you know, I'm explaining to you, you know, what to prepare for next time it's your live stream. Speaking of, who's still to go today? I thoroughly studied the stream day schedule earlier, and it's gone in one ear and out the other as usual. I've forgotten as much as, you know, I learned, which was everything. Groover Guy says lols. I'm after you, Foxy, says JCB. I knew it! I all for a peaceful life. Now, it's a shame that wither skeletons won't spawn on slabs, because it would be really nice if we could find a way to stop these blazes setting fire to everything. But we're almost now at the point where we can completely and utterly force these things to be exactly where we want them to be. Oh, jeez, this is not going well. Why are magma cubes so strong? They're really forceful. JC's next, says Mates. Oh, this is not good news. This is not good news at all. She can get revenge very quickly. Oh, jeez. Oh, this is bad. This is also very bad. Oh, jeez. No. Meg hole. Hiding it, mate. Speaking of JCB, I need to sort JCB out with a lake pass. And Slack as well. Have I missed anyone else from Team 2? Groover got a lake pass yesterday. And so did Jesse. But then I had to go out. So Slack didn't get one. Was Slack on yesterday or is he on today? I think he's on today. I don't have one, says Groover. Well, you did have one. And considering you live on the lake, it's probably a really good idea that you have one, to be honest with you. Yay, lake pass. I'll stop littering in it then, says JC. Wow. Jeez. Good idea. Stop firing your fireballs at me torches. Trying to... Oh, jeez. Threw it in the lake, says Groover. Lost it, threw it in the lake. Wow. Okay. Well, I'm glad you took it so seriously, Groover. I'm glad that it stuck with you as a prized possession that, you know... Ooh, look at this. One of these rare and unusual lake passes that only a few of us members have got. I should hold on to this for future because it might come in useful for things that Foxy was doing. But no, you've thrown yours in the bin now. Wow. Don't know why I bother, peeps. Come up with these good, exciting ideas for people and then throw it in the bin. Jeez. The blaze are helping light things up. Yeah, but they're lighting up the wrong bits. So now, we've only got this middle section that should technically be able to spawn wither skeletons. And providing everything else is lit up enough to not spawn anything else, I think we're pretty much good to go now. But I'm now finding I'm not getting any wither skeletons because I've drastically reduced the number of spawnable spaces that they can spawn. So this may have had a very negative effect to our endeavours. May need to undo everything I just did. Oh, not pickle face filter again, jeez. Why? What? Oh, it's me again. I'm back. Just a pickle, doing pickle things. I don't know why people keep picking pickle. Picking pickle. It's the thing that picking people do. Picking pickle. The blade. I'm not finding many. Yeah, this is a bad idea, wasn't it? This is a bad idea. Oh, jeez. Okay, new plan. What we're going to do is now going to light up this area here. Bear with me, peeps. I've got an idea. It's going to be wonderful. All right, we're going to leave it up to there. And then what we're going to do is just dig out this entire area around here. So it's a nice, big, wide open space. That's a bad idea. That's a really bad idea. No, we need to knock all the torches out in an area where we're actually loading so things can spawn, don't we? It would be nice if it was flat so we could get to it, but then things are just going to spawn everywhere. And we really want to just force things spawning onto the bits where it's possible for wither skeletons to actually spawn, I guess. Why the pickle is the best, just so happy and friendly. Oh my goodness, it's party time pickle. I'm a happy smiley pickle. Oh my goodness, yes, I'm a happy smiley pickle. Just kind of minding my own business, doing my own thing, you know. Got a life too, got pickle kids I gotta look after. You guys just keep calling me out for live streams. Hey, come on, pickle, you're not doing anything right now, come on. Just come on, go big on the screen, big pickle. Don't seem to care. I have pickle things to do. Pickling about, doing pickle things with my pickle kids. Oh jeez, this is bad news. Let's dig out a nice big space. Gas, yes, do that. No! See, I knew there was a reason why that's not a good idea. It was buried deep inside of my subconscious, but now we all know. And we remember, because someone pointed it out, what an idiotic idea it is. Look, Scare the Wellingtons are back. Why can I never say it? Why do I always do it wrong? Sometimes it's for fun, but most of the time it's genuine, like, verbal mistake that I keep making. This just in, FoxyNoTail has been eaten by a pickle. Ah! Anyone know of a surefire way of stopping piglins spawning? Or zombified piglins? Because they're really annoying. And obviously still allowing wither skeletons to spawn. No. No. You're useless. No good to me at all. Ow. They've got a long reach, those chaps. Give them that. They've got a good old long reach. Buttons! Yeah, that'll stop everything spawning, though. Which is completely the opposite of what I wanted. It's like you hear half a question and answer it before you consider the rest of the question. How do I go? Fly! 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 Swimming. Oh. Dunno. DB with the thinking. Groover says, I mean, you could work out where the chunks are and then slab everything out. But the spawn spots. Is it relative to chunks? Is it the spawn spots? See, I don't know. The only way I find the fortress spawn spots is by the windows in the walls. But we don't have no windows at this one. And you know, how are they spawning out here? Stop being a cat! No, it's not allowed. How are they spawning outside? Explain that one to me. And don't give me nonsense that they spawned on the bridge and walked off. I don't believe it. Rubbish. Ow, stop it. And how are they spawning down there where there's all those torches? It doesn't make sense. Ow, stop it. DB gets it, says Groover. Find the correct spawn spots, then slab button the rest. Yeah, but like I say, how do I find the correct spawn spots? What's the formula? Light up outside, says Panda Babies. Well, I only need to. I mean, we only got 4 chunk simulation distance on, so I don't need to go light up far, really. Get rid of those. There's more there, look. There's one over there. Glass panes, says Gaelic Red. I don't have any glass. I have no sand. Ow. Thought I saw one then. It was the top of the Piglin sword. Find a new fortress, maybe, says Pendant Spore. Well, no. You know when you answer the question that's not the question that you've answered. So you ask a specific question, how do I do this particular thing that I want to do? And then someone else, well, instead of doing that, why don't you do this? No. I know how to do that already. That's not the question. The question is, how do I do this? No, but if you do this instead, no, I don't want to do that. I know how to do that, but I don't want to go find another fortress. I want to do it here. Oh. So does anybody out there know how to locate the spawning spots of wither skeletons without glass in a fortress without windows? Is there a number? Can we count it out? Or is it all trial and error? Ah! Ah! What do I do? That was a bad idea. 4 plus chunk minus seed divided by 768 squared. I don't think that's right, the royal one. I think it's quite a smart answer, but I don't think that's really what we're after. I'm getting a lot of blaze rods though. This was secondary material that I was actually after today, so this is good news. Let's do a little bit more littering. We're carrying way too many swords here. I actually don't need to carry all these bones now because I have quite a good bone farm now. With Mr. Lizard. Many bones we have. I already have 2 double chests of bones. The bones I don't need. If I can find the spawn spots with bones, then I have many. Stop firing at me! Hello from Germany, says Zandro Lup. Hello. Hello, Andro Lup. Welcome to the stream. According to MCB Wiki, they're randomly spaced through the fortress. Yeah, it's not random at all. There is definitely method to it. Not random. Using commands. No, I don't have access to commands. We have not got cheats enabled. The only command I can use, literally, is the kick command. Which is not going to be particularly useful for us. Iron bars, says... Iron bar. Yeah, oh, I suppose we could go around spamming iron bars everywhere. I've got a little bit of iron, not tons, but that's not a bad idea. See, somebody out there with the right answer to the question. Iron bars is a good way of doing it, actually. I don't know if I could afford that much iron though. I've got a reasonable amount, but I don't know if I want to waste it all on iron bars. It's still precious at the minute because it's early days. I suppose you could do the same thing with glass panes, right? And not iron bars, but again, I don't have any glass. So no, I couldn't do that. So that was a stupid thing for me to say. So ignore me. Let's go back to the iron bars idea. Armor stands will prevent zombie pig guys. That's true, yeah, and wither skeletons will still spawn on them. So I could make an extraordinary amount of armor stands and go place them throughout the nether fortress. The only slight issue with that is the smooth stone, which I've got loads of stone. In fact, I don't. I've got loads of cobblestone, but we could potentially make a reasonable number of armor stands. Why are they? Why? Go away! Leave my inventory. Be gone, foul beasties. See, we're getting some good ideas coming through now. Kick people until wither skeleton spawns what you want, says Royal 18. I don't think that will work, and I'm not going to ever use the kick command again. It was one time for a joke for Jesse, I'm never going to do it again because I will not. I've never had a reputation for abusing my powers as admin on this server, and I don't want that reputation. So, no, that was a one-off for a silly joke at the beginning of Season 3 stream day. It won't be happening again. Armor stand should help with fire slimes too, says Ranger Z. Yes, indeed. Yes, cover it in armor stands, says Arch Thunder. If I cover it in armor stands, there is one, like, quite bad downside, and that is when I want to go and chop the wither skeleton, all I'm going to be doing is breaking armor stands, because armor stands hitboxes will be in the way. So again, really, really nice idea, but not really ever so practical. Go into a copy of TB and use commands, glass panes, or iron bars. Yeah, that's something to do on a day when I'm recording and not for live streams, really. If I need to actually set up a proper farm for this, which I will be doing in the future, but not at this fortress, then I will do that. But for the sake of a live stream, a quick and easy fix, like, oh yeah, there's the spawn spots, let's just cover everything else up, then I'd consider. But too bad you can't make glass from soul sand. You have plenty of that. Yeah, that would be good, wouldn't it? That would be good. Even if it gave you brown glass, I wouldn't mind. I'd still use it. No one likes brown glass. I know. Nobody does. Horrible, horrible colour of glass. What are you guys doing in there? What's going on? What's happening? Come on and do the conga. Do. What are you playing at? I see. Someone's been digging holes, and you've managed to find a way to get stuck in it. Okay. All armor stands will steal your sword and then death. Yes, that's the other downside to the armor stands. Absolutely. That will definitely happen as well, won't it? I'll be like, yes, I'm about to chop this wither skeleton, and the armor stand will just have my sword. So what the actual solution there is then, is to give all of the armor stands an epic sword as well. So we'd need about 10,000 armor stands and 10,000 looting 3 smite 5 swords, and then we'd just about be able to achieve what we need to achieve. Yes, it's a good idea, Pete. I'm glad we're all in this together. Fizzy Andy Boy has been held by for saying load. Roxy Girls just followed as well. Thank you very much for the follow. Fizzy Andy Boy says, hey Foxy, I need some help using your version switch. Oh, there we go. Technical help. We're in the middle of a live stream, mate. You said to uninstall the official Minecraft, so I did. And when I click load and launch, it says I have to install Minecraft. So I install it and it works, but I can only use the latest version. Yeah, you have to uninstall Minecraft, because what you're doing is you're then getting hold of the version of Minecraft from I don't know, MC Launcher or from your Minecraft folder, and you're using those versions to load. So you don't install it again through the store. The version switcher will install it for you. So as long as you've got a bunch of different versions in your versions folder, then you can pick whichever one of those you want to load and hit load and launch, and it will load. It doesn't have all of the versions already built into it, because that would be me giving away, you know, Minecraft code, which is against Minecraft terms of service and probably against the law. So, and it doesn't give you Minecraft for free. You'd still have to have a Windows Store or Minecraft account on your computer in order to be able to run it. So it's not a hacky cheaty way to get Minecraft. But yeah, it's not as simple as you think. Mitt says, have you got an ender chest on you? No. Just got to the stream. Why are you... I'm still a pickle. Jeez, that's why Mix was saying shush. I forgot I was a pickle. Jeez. Thank you. Thank you, Mitz. Jeez. You're supposed to have my back. You're supposed to be the one person I can rely on. Wow. Wow. Oh, dear me. I'm actually in the market for a new admin, peeps. Somebody, you know, that cares and is reliable and responsible and not going to let me be a pickle for 4 hours when I've forgotten to turn it off. Yeah. If any of you think you're up for the job, then feel free to direct message me. I wouldn't go through Mitts this particular occasion. I'll do 10 squats again. Last time I did that, I nearly killed Nelly. This is a bad idea. Lofty says I will. Oh. Thanks, Lofty. Hey everyone, how's your day going? Says Porkchop Wally. Mine's going good. How are you doing, Porkchop Wally? What's going on? What's happening? Puppy disappeared too, so I don't think she trusts you in case... Oh, she gone again? Yeah. See, she must have heard the word squat and vanished. No, not squats again, no! The lights will fall on me and crush me again. To be fair, it didn't fall on her. It was just made a jump when she was laying in bed. What did you knock over while doing the squats? It's my light that's behind me. If I go on widescreen, like that, it's that one fell over. Because I'm an idiot. Oh, where's all the wither skeletons at? It's all blazes and magma cubes. I think I need to escape from the area. Maybe go and get an ender chest. That would be a good idea. And then come back when there's not quite so many of everything else in the world. Oh, I just spotted a chap down here. There are a couple of chaps, look. Hiding down there. How do you get down there? Oh, thank you. Take it. Also need to dump a little bit more stuff. Why have you redeemed a big puppy cam, Carol? Puppy is absent. His silly idea. I want to see the non-existent puppy. She's not a puppy anymore now, really. She's one now. It was her birthday last week. Next one is the Skull Promises joke. Groovy says Crossroads have a bigger hitbox. What are you saying? That I should concentrate on being at the crossroads a bit more, Groover? Carol said they didn't know I'd been lurking. No, she's got a big screen of an empty dog's bed. If you don't mind, I'm going to put it back to normal. Jay says, if you have a spawn block or two in the Soul Sand Valley part of the fortress, you might be more likely to get spawns there. There are fewer things to take up the cap. Yeah, maybe. Hang on a minute while I just don't die for a moment. Bad puppy bed cam, says Royal 180. Yeah, seems that way, doesn't it? Why have I gone big again? Stop it. No big... Oh, Wizard, that was actually somebody's redemption. Sorry, I stole it off you. Remind me that I'm big in a minute, peeps, because I'll forget, and then you'll all be moaning, oh, the game's so small. It's Wizard Dwarf's fault. Redeeming it. Can't possibly be my fault. Right, we're going to drop a few things off here. We got 6. We got enough for 2 withers here, which is not enough. Like I say, I need about a stack of beacons. I could really do with a wither skeleton farm at this point, but 2 will be, you know, that's a good start. It's a good start. It's not quite as many as I was hoping to get, to be honest with you, in this. How long have we been streaming for? Over an hour. I thought we'd be up to like 20 or something by now. But it's not the world's worst number. I'll put one of those down here. We've already got blaze heads there. I need a chest to put heads in. I'll go in there for now. Right, ender chest. And what else did I need to pick up while I was here? Anyone? Anyone got a good memory? I broke mine. You're big in a minute, says Real One. Thanks, mate. Thanks. Appreciate it. Right, they can go in there. Don't need those. Don't need magma creams or blaze rods at the minute. And we don't need these torches anymore. Pointless carrying these around with us now. And the nether wood as well. And this stone. I don't even know how I ended up with stone. Get rid of that. Let's go back out there, peeps. Glass. This is go. I don't have any glass. I got like the minutest amount of glass. It's completely pointless getting glass. It's not going to help us. Not going to help us at all. Look, there. Very small. Ender chest. Yes, I've got an ender chest. Speaking of ender chest, I need some tea. Maybe bring more food, said Joe. Oh my goodness me, I'm permanently up and down these blaming ladders. Wish I'd got water streams. Like I have in my other area that I can't... I mean, what other area? I don't know what you're talking about. What's under the lake? Well, I don't know about anything under the lake. I don't know what you're talking about. What lake? Can't remember it being a lake. What did you say? Food. Speaking of food, that was my other thing that we needed to do on live stream today, because I still don't have very many foods. Now, people... Oh, actually, no, I'm an idiot. I do have very many foods. I can't get them easily, though. I have a lot of food now, peeps. Let's go. Oh, chuck my spade on the floor and intentionally walk this way, like this. Oh, what a lovely area we're walking around. Isn't it lovely? Isn't it lovely? Oh, there we go. One of these here. Many food. There we go. You should have many cooked fish, says Nixfied. Indeed, yes. Many. They are only in the center. Remove the edges, says Kyoko. So you telling me to take buttons again? Jeez. All right then. Go take some buttons. I don't really want to. What can I make buttons out of that's cheap? I can't make buttons out of diorite or andesite, can I? I mean, it'd be great. Wouldn't it be great if you could turn diorite into buttons? Oh man, I'm going to have to use my stone. I like my stone. I don't really want to use it for buttons. But I will. Hello, Mr. Dotail. I'm permanently stuck in the betas because Minecraft removes support for phones below Android 11. I don't think that's why you're stuck in the betas. I've been stuck in the betas for over 2 years, mate. Don't worry about it. Just use my version switcher and then you won't be stuck in the beta anymore. But I'm on my phone. Well, it sucks to be you, mate. Play it on the PC. Yeah, I've been stuck in the betas for years. Burn all that alright, so Speedy. No, it's useful. Mitt says Foxy is Mojang, isn't he? You would think so, with some of the things that people tell me. To be fair, right, if you know somebody or if you're aware of somebody that has a lot of knowledge on the subject that you're having an issue with, then you're likely to at least ask them to see if they've heard about it or if they know a fix, right? So I understand that people come and ask those sorts of questions, and I'm sure they don't expect me to always know the answer. Dora must go bird poops. It's not. It's useful. Don't throw your diorite in the bin. It's very handy. I mean, how would I prank Sloy and Silent Whisper if I didn't have diorite? Come on, peeps. Use your brains. You're not thinking straight. Why do I have to do thinking for everybody, eh? Okay, we're going to start over here with many of these. And if you're wrong about them being in the centre, then you're all fired. Basically, simple as that. Actually, I'm not going to start out here because I'm going to run out of buttons before we get to the area where I need to be. Alright, it's a good hole filler block, yes. Mitt says, can you imagine the game if he was? Oh no, Nick Spice says, Mitt, can you imagine the game if he was? If I was Mojang, what do you think? Genuine question. Be as silly or as evil or as good as you like, but be honest. What do you think the game Minecraft would be like if I was in charge of developing it? That is an interesting question. Alright, it's great for trading with villagers. Yeah, another good use for it. Oh, why have I gone big again? I don't want a big, mate. Really crazy, says Pendant Sport. Actually, we're not going to do these end bits here. If the chunk overlaps the bridge side to side, then the middle should be okay, says. So do I need to check the size of the chunk groover? Do I need to put chunk lines down? Do I need to figure out what the borders are? I don't know if I don't think I've got any wood in here. I don't have an armor stand, so I can't. Yeah, chunk lines would be useful, says Groover. Right, okay. I'm going to go home again, peeps. Jeez. Might as well lay a few more buttons on the way home. Ah, don't want that there. Hard to say. You fix things much quicker than Mojang. I don't think that you would fit in there. Wow. Oh, Mojang. It's Mojang. Well, whatever. You know what I mean. Actually, it's not. Well, it is and it isn't. I think at one point they actually did say, didn't they, that it's either because people say it both ways and they don't really care whether it's right or wrong. I'm sure they said that. Am I wrong about that? I seem to remember them saying that. Hey, no, stop. No fire. I'm going to need more stone as well. That didn't go very far at all. Did I just go big again? Jeez. Amazingly interesting if you develop Minecraft, said Takeout Web. GM's got to go. Groover said, then if there's a chunk border down the middle, then you'll have 2 lines of locations down the bridge. Oh, okay. So, right. So then I shouldn't do the edges, right? Okay. Space Dorito says, hee power. Well, have you finished your fan art? Oh, I need to check it out. I feel I may have been bullied with today's fan art. after my. To be fair, it was all Slack's fault. Thing with Jesse B. No, it wasn't to do with me at all. There's a lot of fire around here, peeps. No, not yet. I got distracted playing with channel points as opposed to it. I see. Oh, it's you! Keeps making me big cam. Okay. Have fun, Foxy, and all Father's Day. Have fun times, says Gaelic Bread. See you later. Royal Gnome says, hey Foxy, do you respond on DMs on Twitter about mod pack questions? If I've got literally nothing else to do and I notice there's a question on there, then yes. But most of the time I will ask that people come to my Discord, because there are other people there that have a little bit of knowledge on these things as well that can answer those sorts of questions when I'm not available. As I do say, you know, I'm not walking tech support. I know I make the add-ons, but they're README files in the packs. They are free. I can't be expected to hold everybody's hand that has a problem using them, which might sound like I'm being mean. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to point out that it's literally impossible for me to do that. And I'm not blowing my own trumpet here, but I get 50,000 download a month for all my add-ons. If I have to go through every single person that struggles to use them and help them out with their direct message or Twitter DM, then I wouldn't be able to make any Minecraft videos. So feel free to join the Discord and patiently wait for a reply if you ask in the technical channels. But please don't start pinging members and moderators and demanding help, because that's one way to... You will get banned, mate. So yeah, just a bit of patience is all we ask for. Right, what was I coming down for? Armor stand, that's what I needed. Armor stand and a banner. Also, if you do that, you'd have to charge for it, says JCB. Yeah, and then if I charge for it, no one would want my add-ons. And now they get, why don't you make them free? It should be free. Just like I get with my my marketplace map. I still get messages asking if I can make it free. First of all, I can't, because it's up to Mojang. Second of all, I won't, because, you know, the whole point of that endeavor was to generate an income. Which it did. Which I was very happy about. In fact, I'm going to take some glass with me as well. Drink water. I redeemed hydrate. All right. Give me a minute, mate. Jeez. I already did it. I asked for it a minute ago. All right. Jeez. One moment. I'm still giant. Groover says, lol, Mo Yang got changed years ago. Too confusing for the international market. Mo Yang Jang literally means thingamabob. Oh, does it really? Vex Alta says, thanks mods. Don't see why that was flagged. Yeah, there's some weird things that Streamlabs flags. Space Dorito said, that's enough fun with the big cam lol. I'm going back to drawing. I'm looking forward to seeing what you come up with today. I am absolutely looking forward to it. Do you know one of my favourite things about Stream Day is to then, after I've finished streaming and when other people have finished streaming as well, just go into the fan art channel on TB Discord and see what amazing stuff's out there. It's ridiculous. The stuff that's been generated over the last couple of years is absolutely unbelievable, and it really is by a very small couple of people. And I don't mean you're like short, like you're mice or anything like that. But like, there's not many, but yet the amount of fan art that comes out of there is unbelievable, and it's such high quality stuff. So thank you so much. Space says, I've been sharing previews and the fan art Discord all weekend. I try not to go to the fan art Discord now, and it's not no slight against you guys or anything like that, but I don't like the spoilers. I like to see it when it's done. So yeah, I am a member of said fan art Discord, but I haven't been for a very long time. Right, let's get these chunk borders down then, shall we? Now, what I'm going to actually do is... Oh, I've only got one banner, so I'm not. I was going to say I'm going to do the spawn spheres as well, so I can see how far away we need to be. Ow! Stop! Who was that? Who's that? Oh, it's you. Right, many chunk borders. Right, let's check this out. What we got going on? Valid, to be honest, this space. Good. I'm glad it is. So this, to me, Groover, looks very much like there are not chunk borders along the middle of these. So we should probably stick to buttoning down the edges. Good middles are good all round. Yeah, exactly. Exactly what I was just thinking. So we can reduce the amount of things spawning in general. But it still will spawn like all the blazes and stuff. Although, having said that, if we were rich with armor stands, we could literally then come along and just put armor stands all along the middle of this thing. And then, because we could run down the edges to chop the with skeletons, we wouldn't have the issue of the armor stands nicking our torches unless we panicked. And I do have a bit of a tendency to panic, to be fair. I'm just going to put them along there as well. You'll get them all on the wall down that side too. On the wall. Which wall? What, like on here? Ow. Stop! On the other run. Okay, I'll go check it out. I didn't notice that any of the walls had a too high space above it, but I guess there probably is with the amount of faffing about I've done down here. I could really do with some netherrack at this point in time. I don't want to waste my stone clogging things up. Who's done Big Puppy Cam again now? She's not in it, mate. Pointless. Big Puppy get bed cam, yeah. Ow. Oh, hello. Oh, didn't see you there. Right. Is it? Oh, this bit you're on about, Groover. That's probably why they keep falling off the edges and going down there. Ah, mini fire, stop. This bit here as well, I guess. Yeah, I don't think we need to go too crazy with that, because we'll mainly stay on the inside of it all. Of course, they start spawning in the areas where we haven't got any buttons. Seems logical. Invisible puppy again, says Blue. Yep. Many invisible puppies. Pigman, stop. Ah. I need more. I need more of lots of things. More buttons. Jeez, also my stone for the week, mate. And I need more blocks. Ah, no. Stop. Where am I going to get more blocks from? Just come a bit further away where it's not going to matter too much. You will get a skull after killing 2 more, says JokePX. Is this some sort of clever RNG thing you finished out, or are you just really, you know, you like gambling, you like guessing? I'd be very interested to know if you've come up with a way to determine what the RNG says. No. Clear off. Damn it. Oh, why is there always a pigman when I want to place buttons? Why do people do this? I suppose so giant magma slimes don't come through. That's exactly why. Why am I questioning it? You're a moron. I know. Just guessing, it would be cool if it comes true. Okay, so 2 more wither skeletons are going to get a wither skeleton skull. We'll find out. After these messages from our sponsors. No ads. Okay. Well, that should hopefully prevent things spawning up there. Thank you, Pigman. Very useful. Stop. What are we on time-wise? Right, we're an hour and a half in. Got to be. Bear in mind, this is not my live stream day. I got to remember there will be JCB coming next. Don't want to forget and ignore her. Can you imagine just carry on streaming completely oblivious? Oh, I forgot it was stream day. Sorry, JC. He's sitting there patiently waiting for me in voice chat and for the raid. But I'll kill him with the skeletons. Hey JC, if you're still in chat, I need to thank you for fixing the layers of Foxy's skin for this, says Space Dorito. Okay. We're nearly there, peeps. We're almost ready to go chopping again. I've got a few spare buttons, I might as well go and use them. Ow. I don't know why I said ow. It's not, it didn't hurt. Didn't hurt at all. Probably shouldn't put them through there, to be honest with you. Right, and this side still needs more. Have I got any more? I've got 2 more stacks. Okay. This is good news. We have skeletons over here. There's all of this fortress I completely forgot about over here. Oh, jeez, there's more of it. Oh, well. We'll concentrate on the bit where we're closest to. What we can do is we can actually check that out. If we consider where our little armor stand friend is here at the minute, our middle, and go put the spawning spheres back on. Ow. Then we want to be messing around the green and red area, don't we? So yeah, this sort of area should be good for spawning. There we go. Look, perfect, lovely jubbly. Well, we just killed 2 more. No head. Sorry, mate. Your prediction was wrong. Space Rooster said, Foxy, I think you're a great creator and really enjoy your content, but your Minecraft skin infuriates me a little bit. What don't you like about my skin? What's the problem with it? What's the issue? Maybe I could do something about it. Oh, screen, says Mitch. Well, people keep fiddling with big cams and little cams and cardboard boxes. Whoa, killed a few more, no head. Do need to eat though. Oh dear, that was I thought that was a skeleton. That was a bad idea. No redeem then though, says Mitch. Yeah, I know, but once somebody's redeemed something and then someone redeems something else, it seems to throw it off a bit, and then you end up with me going big for no reason. It makes it look so 2012. Why are all the clothes on the overlay layer? You see, I'm not down with the kids space. My skin comes from the olden days where there weren't 2 layers of skins. Back in Java edition 1.7, there weren't 2 layers, so we just had an outer layer. And then when they added an inner layer as well, I thought, well, the inner layer is for my skin and the outer layer is for my clothes, because what you used to be able to do in Java edition, in fact I think you can still do it, is you can take the layers off. So you can take your sleeves off and your top off and your trousers off and still have the stuff underneath. So it made sense to me that my clothes was on the outside and my body was on the inside, which is how, you know, actual clothes work. I think that surely is a benefit to you drawing, because you don't have all of the stupid little fiddly bits that stick out like cuffs and sleeves and stuff that people have, which make it really difficult to cut around in Photoshop. I did fix it at one point. Fix what? I don't know what you mean. OMG no, Foxy, says Space. Ow. We seem to have a good gaggle of things going on here, peeps. I don't know what you mean, Space. Why is my skin so 2012? I thought I'd understood you. Clearly not. And now she's not going to reply to me. I'm confused too, says Blue. Yeah. Join the confused club. Oh look, a wither skeleton all the way over here. I edited your skin a bit recently, so just the hoodie was on the outer layer and it looks immensely superior. In your opinion, I'm sure. I like my skin. It's classic. It's been around a long time. I have no intention of changing it. See, these are, what's on my hands are not my hands, they're gloves, you see. The black at the end of my arms has never been at the end of my hands. The ends of the skin underneath is white. It's got black gloves on. This character's skin. Why people always want to change me? No, I would genuinely, though, actually like to have a look at that. I bet it does look better. I haven't fiddled with my skin in all them years because it's just what's my character at the end of the day. I don't know. I think if you fiddle with things too much, you lose what they were in essence, don't you? But a little change like that, I reckon, could probably be quite advantageous. Could look pretty good as opposed to looking like rubbish if I did it. So yeah, would be interested in seeing that. Can I send it your way then, says Space? Yeah, you can, absolutely. And I will check it out. But just bear in mind, I might not 100% definitely change it because, like I say, I do like the classic look of my skin. And I can't stand it when skins have those little bits like cuffs and shoulder stuff sticking out because when I'm trying to cut things out in Photoshop, it's extra edges to go round. And when you're trying to get rid of your background layer for your skin in Photoshop and you've got to go around those, it's infuriating. So don't expect me to be doing that. I'm still shocked that those gloves are not black paws. Yeah, I can't remember. I don't think I intentionally chose that. I think when I was copying and pasting stuff, they ended up the wrong color, and I just sort of ended up sticking with it. And then I think I had a conversation with someone years ago about why it's black at the end, and just decided they were gloves. So I thought I'd never seen a fox wearing gloves, but now I'm wrong. Well, there you go. All the better for stealing me with it, I guess. The gloves that were in my hands. You don't need to change it. Just agreeing to look makes me feel better. I bet it looks great. I genuinely do. My skin is very, very old. I mean, 2012 is probably not that far off when it was made, is it? If it was Minecraft, I started playing Minecraft in 1.3. I think 1.4 had just come out when I started playing semi-regularly. So how long ago is that I made my skin? And I haven't changed it in all this time. I can switch to the back when Minecraft was black and white. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And that's not Bedrock Edition 1.3 and 1.4. That's Java Edition 1.3 and 1.4. That's a long time. I started playing in the B updates as Traz. Yeah, I've been playing Minecraft a very long time. And I'm still rubbish at it. JCB says, amazed by the awesome response there you go. It makes me happy. Your hoodies, they're amazing. Yeah. Yeah. The thing is, it's a bit daft really, because I change like my logo and my fonts and my branding all the time, but I've never changed my skin, and I don't know why, but I feel like really precious about it. And I didn't even like design the underneath part myself. I got the fox head and the fox, well, most of the fox body before I edited it quite heavily from a website. So I don't know why I've been so precious about it, but it's sort of become me, you know. And I don't know. I suppose logos and branding just change over years naturally anyway, but that feels more like it's personal in a lot of ways. Are you aiming to fight the Wither on stream today, Sandevil? No, just to get as many skulls as possible. I don't think we've got time to face the Wither now. We've only got 15 minutes left of the stream. Rubbish, are you running around for almost 2 hours in the Nether Fortress without a totem and still not died? That is expert level 99. It's blind luck. It's absolute blind luck. Space says, JC, I've been drawing them all weekend and they're delightful to draw as well as look at. Well, there you go, JC. Everybody singing the praises of the hoodies. That's it. Jesse is now hired. JC, sorry, is now hired every single stream day to make everybody's skins for them. You're welcome, JC. You earned it. And in fact, it's not just hired, it's no voluntary in here. It is required that's going to happen. No probs, I like it. You say that this stream day. Wait till you've done a few more. No, that's great. If you're up for doing that, I think we'd all be really happy to wear them. Blue says the hoodies are awesome. Yeah, they are. Are you planning on selling blaze rods? No, I'm planning on using them. I require many end rods. I think, in terms of, I know I don't normally like to pick favorites with things because I'm like, oh, that I can't pick a favorite because sometimes I like this and sometimes I like that depending on the situation. But end rods are definitely up in my top 5 favorite blocks in Minecraft. The new Deep Slate, I believe, has just taken #1 spot. The moss I really like, but it's very limited, which is I find frustrating because I want to use it in more ways. But it goes with a lot of things, which is great, and it's great for doing like exterior stuff, which is wonderful. But I really want moss, moss slabs now. Yeah, Deep Slate I absolutely think is my favourite thing in the world ever. Andesite I'm still in love with. I absolutely love andesite and how that goes with so many things. Deep Slate is exactly, I don't know how many of you will remember, but when the Nether update came out and we had Blackstone, I actually made a pack to make all of the Blackstone textures less like blacky purple and fit more with stone brick, and that's almost exactly the same shade that they've now come and created with Deep Slate. So I don't think I was too far away from on what we've got now. Space says you should be able to layer moss like you layer snow. Yeah, that'd be great, wouldn't it? Oh, that would be brilliant. Yeah, when they first showed us those, I genuinely thought they were layers instead of carpet, and then they called it moss carpet. It was a bit disappointing, really, but it's still an absolutely brilliant block. I think probably up there again, maybe top 10 for moss, not top 5. And rods are really good, says Zamdevil. Yeah, they just make everything look better. I'm still holding out hope at some point in the future to have like a you know how when we had sea lanterns, no, we had end rods and they had a purple end bit and everyone was like, oh, wouldn't it look better grey, and eventually they made grey ones. I'd really like it if they did something similar with sea lanterns, if they could get the edge around sea lanterns instead of having green to be a more neutral colour that went with more things like grey. I'd love that. I'd absolutely love that, because I think sea lanterns are a white light rather than like an orange lava lampy thing. Like, what's it called? The stuff that you get from the mushroom blocks. That light. Shroom lights. It's nice, but it doesn't really go with anything, does it? And glowstones are probably one of the most ugly lights in the world. Redstone lamps are not attractive things. They're great as indicators, but they don't go very nicely in your builds, do they? So yeah, sea lanterns with a grey border or some sort of accent around the edge just so it wasn't solid light, I think would be my next favourite thing. Tried the candles yet, says somebody whose name I have no chance of pronouncing. No, I haven't tried candles yet. I don't generally build, although I did a lot of medieval stuff last season, I don't generally build in a style that I think would be particularly suitable to candles. I tend to build in quite a cartoony, not modern, but like not, I don't know, it's I guess it's probably relatively unique, bizarre style that just happens whatever I'm thinking of at the time. But yeah, I don't think candles really, I like the idea of them, but I don't think they're going to be suitable for certainly not anything I'm building this season. But I can see maybe I can squeeze them into things. I don't know. I'm not overly excited about candles. I'm having problems with Discord. It won't authenticate my phone number, says Royal Gnome. That's no good, is it? Have you considered contacting Discord? I don't work for them either, mate. Which one do you work for then? Discord or Mojang? Oh, no, I don't neither. What? Yeah, but which one is it? I don't. What? You're not answering the question. Which one do you work for? What? Are candles out in Bedrock Edition yet, or are they releasing at Christmas? No, they're coming out in the next hotfix. So they should be with us, I would say, in pointing my finger in the air, testing the wind. I'm going to say, as a complete and utter guess, 15 and a half days. If that's a Tuesday. If Tuesday, then in 2 weeks, the next... No, it won't be Tuesday, will it? Yeah, it will. No, that'll be 16.5 days. Basically, I reckon it's going to be 2 weeks. I reckon the next hotfix has got to be about 2 weeks away. I'm hoping, at least. I may well be wrong with that. It could be a lot longer. It could be quicker. But it's always on a Tuesday. It'll be around about 4 p.m. BST. And I can't believe they're going to leave it much longer than that. Try lichen on a sea lantern. That's not a bad idea. I don't like the lichen texture. I think it looks good on like floors and paths and stuff when you blend it in with cobble and things like that. I'd have to try that. I can't visualize what that would look like if it would be any good. Oh, we've just gone to 4 now, so we've got 10 skulls altogether in today's stream. So anybody that was on the prediction of 10 plus, you are now winning. Answer the question and send Discord an invoice, says Zandevil. How am I supposed to answer a question about their mobile not being authenticated? I have no idea. Not the clue, mate. Have you considered getting a different phone? See, that's your fault, Pigman. I got withered then. As soon as they release candles, I'm making a sword in a stone because, yes, says Jack, you can make a sword in the stone with candles? How do you do that? Yeah, I think the candles are going to make a lot of like content creator stuff really exciting. There'll be a whole bunch of new decoration things, and medieval style will all of a sudden be back again. Floating candles like Harry Potter rooms and ceilings, and yeah, there's a lot you'll be able to do with candles. And I if I was building in that style, I'd be really excited, but unfortunately I'm not. I probably won't have a great deal to do with them. Maybe I have to make a room that's dedicated to candles. The candles room. ETA for Chuck. What do you mean? Vicar says, yeah, the drawing's out. This drawing only will be finished tomorrow. I'm so lost right now with it. Oh, bless you, Vicar. Well, thank you for at least doing anything. So don't worry about it. Take as long as you need. There is no requirement or pressure. You don't have to do anything. And if it's a hard one, if you're not enjoying it, or if it, you're stuck with it, just don't bother. Move on. It's the thought that counts. How are you, Blue Cat, with the creeper sound? I'm thinking, why am I hearing creeper noises? I forget I had the sound alert, and I just didn't give it any. I didn't even think of. That must be like a blaze making a weird noise. Don't think you're going to find many creepers round here. Although I have been blown up by one today again, so... Oh, my death's on now. 4. I'm still... Oh, DB on 32? What's he been doing? How's he on 32? An upside-down emerald with a white candle on top makes a sword. Ooh, that's nice. That's a fancy idea. Yeah, because there's all the other things you could consider as well, isn't there? Like putting them in item frames, putting them on armor stands and moving about. So I bet there's a whole bunch of stuff that none of us have even considered about candles yet, that the clever people that are good at this sort of stuff will start coming out with. You know, when you see a content creator that does something with the block you've been using for years and you just think, why didn't I think of that? That's so obvious. That happens to me all the time. And then... yeah. Is there an update for fixes for Chuck Loader, says Night Kid? At the moment, although it's been a couple of weeks because I've been a bit busy, I am doing a series on how to make add-ons, which is currently running through how to make the latest Chuck Loader add-on, which at the end of that series, when he's finished, obviously will be available for download as part of the tutorial series. So whenever that series finishes, there is no ETA, no planned finish date. It will happen. It will happen as it happens, organically as the series moves on. I can't really be any more specific than that. It wasn't something I was really planning on. I was actually planning on getting rid of it, but there was so much uproar from people that it doesn't work and that it needs updating. I thought, well, it's obviously quite precious to some people, so I'll teach people how to make their own instead. You know? Vicar says, I missed 2 stream weekends. It would be upset with myself if I miss another, but just because I like to do them. Well, that's absolutely wonderful. But yeah, please don't feel pressured into doing stuff if you're finding it tricky, or if you're just lacking motivation, or if it's, like you say, just a bit of a pain on this one. So yeah, I won't feel any worse. I'm just happy that you tried, that you've attempted it, and that you've done such amazing things before. Hey. Leave me alone. How long I got left? How long I got left? What we got? Oh, we've only got 5 minutes, so I guess I should probably get a wriggle on, get out of here, and go and see JCB. But where I do need to choose prediction result. Choose the outcome was 10 plus. So, who's going to be winning on that one? Thank you for deleting that, Miss. What a wonderful message. What a wonderful message. Right, what do we get? 1.1k went to Range and 5 others. Amazing. Good job, peeps. Vicar says, the first time I'm doing something actually challenges, so it's no wonder I'm kind of struggling. Ah, well, it's good to push yourself. It's good to push yourself, in which case I say crack on with it. If you've intentionally gone out of your way to push yourself to do new things. Oh, look at that, 2 more. Then do it. Then go for it. Push yourself. Break through the wall and crack on with it. No pressure from us. No expectation, but for your own self. If you're trying to break through that barrier, then do it. Get yourself back to it. Push through the hard bit. Once you're on the other side, that's what, with anything like that. Once you get to the other side of the thing that's keeping you back, it's like falling down a hill. It's so easy after that point. Well, that happens to me so regularly. I'm doing something and I just think, oh, this is really hard. I'll just keep putting off. I'll procrastinate. I'll do something else. I'll find a million excuses why I don't want to do that. And then once you do it, you just think, well, how daft was I not doing it in the first place? Because after that, it was so easy. So yeah, crack on. You got it. I believe in you. Nightcrawler says, thanks for the update. Enjoying following the series along. I thought may have missed something on Chuck. Nope, not yet. They will come back. I got upset with basically the same drawings in a row, says Vicar. Well, that's understandable, but your drawings are amazing, so I'll take as many of those drawings as you've got. Keep them coming. Besides mods, is there anything you really wish they would take from Java and put in Bedrock? Oh, mate, I wish I could tell you the things that I've seen that already exist in Bedrock that we don't have access to, but I can't. We've got so much more than Java Edition built into the game that we can't access. But I can't tell any of you about it. And it's not like oh, it's coming soon, or it's a new mod, or it's an add-on or anything like that. No, it's just I've seen what the developers see, and I know what exists on the development versions of Minecraft, and I know how wonderful it is on Bedrock Edition, and how it's way more advanced than what Java people have gotten. And I'm so sad that they hold it back from us and don't give us that, because there's some really good stuff, peeps. Please, Foxy, tell us, as Viziano, but I can't. Genuinely can't. I wish I could, but it's one of those situations where I've basically agreed to keep my mouth shut, and I want to be a trustworthy person and honor my agreements, you know. So you just have to trust me that it's wonderful, and you can all now wish you'd seen it. So you want them to drop experimental barrier? Yeah, well, I want them to be happy that the experimental features are working and absolutely bring things out of experimental that have been in there ages. I just wish they'd be a little bit more open with us and like give us more access to the functions that you get, like the admin tools that you get on Java that I say, I found out that actually do exist on Bedrock. They just don't give us access to them. So I just wish they'd open that up a little bit more so that we could have more power with stuff. Right, I need to get in voice chat. Where is it? Where's voice chat gone? I've lost voice chat. How have I lost the voice chat? Oh, there it is. Hopefully JCB will be in a moment. Look how many bones I got. I got so many bones, and look at all of the coal I got. Got so many coals. Look how many magma creams I got. I got 1. Look how many fences I got. Oh, I'm very rich today. So, the tradition that is for this stream day that I haven't done is to name an item and put it in the box of many things and pass it on. So what do you think I should name, peeps? Fizzy handy boy, we won't tell anyone, promise. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I believe you. Blue Cat Eye says a skull. That's exactly what I was thinking, Blue Cat. I think we will. I think we should name a wither skull. Anyone got an... Oh, server's restarting in a second. Anyone got a name for it? What should we call it? Skither Wellington? Name a beacon? I don't have a beacon. Sven returns. It's not Sven. Sven's a shulker. And he's not returned. He's dead. Scully Bone. Witherhead from Mill's Knee. Remember Sven? Says Slack. I like that, yeah. Remember Sven. Nice. Slack's seen it as well, haven't you, Slack? But we can't say anything, can we, Slack? We just got to keep stum about it, Slack, haven't we, Slack? Slack knows exactly what I'm talking about. Slack was actually crying. Alright, we need to find JCB, and we could also do with her popping into voice chat and talking to us. Hey up, FoxyNoTail. Bah, yuck, it's me, Jesse B. I'm not actually Jesse B, I'm JCB, but it sounds very similar. Bah, yuck, because I'm from Yorkshire, ain't it? How do I join, says I like to play? Did you pay the subscription fee? The only way, mate, you've got to pay the fee. You can't come in for free. It's only $49.99 at the moment for half an hour, so I think it's worth it. JC, I can hear you.
Oh, you can hear me? I thought you were just ignoring me.
I was just ignoring you. No, I I didn't hear you. I could hear mine and not. You still look like Steve.
Goodness, that must be your
Why are
end.
you still Steve?
It's definitely not
Do
my
I look
fault.
like I've got a glow squid hoodie on?
Yeah.
I've turned my profile thingy on and off. To be fair, on Chuck's computer, Chuck, all of the skins are broken for him. Like, properly garbled. Like, all of the video, it's really weird.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Ah!
I don't know.
I had it ticked the wrong way, JC.
Oh, can you see it now?
Yes. I
So
like
it
to
was
play
your
says
fault.
how much I got to pay. What was it? $49.99 today, I think, isn't it, JC? Per
What's
a
that
half
for?
hour?
For a half hour of what?
Playing on Truly Bedrock.
Oh yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah.
I was just wondering where that conversation was going.
Okay, wow. Keep it clean, keep it clean. I got you a box here, JC,
Okay.
with many things in it. All you've got to do is put something in it.
Oh, I did yesterday. The gourmet axolotl food. That was mine from yesterday.
Okay.
Remember Sven?
While you're here, I need to get you a lake pass.
Oh, okay. I'll stand here and wait for that then.
Yeah, I haven't made it yet, so you just have to
Oh.
wait a minute while I write it. I've got I've got Groover's lake pass.
It's okay. About 2 hours.
I haven't got any feathers left.
Oh, I have feathers at my base.
Okay, where's your base?
About 900 blocks away.
900 blocks. Crikey! Right, let
Yeah.
me make a book. I ain't got a book either. And then I'll follow you to yonder. You can start your stream while I write you a book, and then you can have your book. Is that all right? This is acceptable.
Yes, that's absolutely fine. I'll wait here. I've got nothing better to do, obviously.
No, I said we'll go to your base and get a feather, and I'll write it while you're streaming.
I was
Jeez.
doing my stream things. Okay, that's fine.
Wow, she
We're
doesn't
going
listen
to
to
my-
me. See, no one listens to me.
I'll take this.
Wow.
I'll take this.
I'll follow you.
So, because there's a lake pass on its way, I'm allowed to use the lake now, aren't I?
Yeah, you can go in it. You're just not allowed to dig under it.
Oh,
Okay.
so when I've got a lake pass, can I dig under it?
No, the lake pass is just for bathing.
So I can dig under it until I've got the lake pass.
No.
Oh.
If you don't, no. Stop.
Oh dear.
Oh, the person that wanted to join's unfollowing because apparently Well, I'm not going to say what they said because it's not very stream friendly. But
whatever shall we do?
yeah, I'm really
Oh dear.
sad fox noises.
That's made my day very sad.
Yeah, we'll cry oh dear. We'll cry myself to sleep tonight.
Same.
Can't believe it. There goes that $50. Jeez.
I
Thought
know,
they were going to
right?
pay it as well. I should probably raid you while all this is going on, isn't it? Right, peeps, we're going over to JC.
Woohoo!
Whoop whoop. Start raid. Thanks for the fun stream, says Blue. You're welcome. Thanks for the stream, Foxy, says Mitz. You're welcome as well. And other people saying thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for watching and being here and making it really entertaining and exciting. I've had a good time. Especially winding up space about not liking a new skin. It says it started, but I can't get back in. Oh, there we go. I'm back in.
You're back in, right? I'm on my way.
Right, I need to stop my stream, don't I? So it actually properly.